Hi everybody, the Mature Simmer here. So welcome back to Lawn Mowing Simulator, here with my company Lawn Demons on Tuesday, March 16th, 2021. So let's see what options we have. Looks like a trash option, which is not that great. I think this is, I'm trying to remember, so we just have a lot of trash. Does this require just a mulcher and a collector? But it's overgrown. So I'm gonna send Evie on this one. Alright, so I have not tried to have her go do this. So let's see. Now this would be me. It requires an eco mower. Interesting. So deck range warning. The vehicle you've selected has a deck width above the recommended range for this contract. Completing the contract fully may not be possible. I guess we're gonna try and see. So we're gonna start this up. Interesting how things are spread up here. So glamping, because they're just fancy little things. Alright, and I think that it's talked about, I think it's only like 2 centimeters wider, but I'm guessing what is going on is that there's just some tight spots here and there, so we shall see. But we've only got 3 minutes. Usually we have 5 minutes or something, so, but this isn't, I think, that big of a space. Interesting. I have only found one object. Usually I can kind of see one from the other. So this is a fun one. What is happening? I mean, I assume the objects up here that aren't in the grass don't matter. Alright, there's something there finally. Oh, I see a couple others up there, so maybe they're just all toward the front. But yeah, see, like these spots are pretty tight. So I can see now. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. Alright, wow. Where? Oops. I thought I was turned around, but I'm not. So yeah, those areas up front will be a little more challenging to try to not, like, take out the bushes. It's more like here, I think. So I think I can do it. I'm probably gonna have to take damage. Alright, this is crazy. Alright. Like, I don't know where I've not been, but I'm almost out of time here. So, I mean, it's, in theory, gotta be amongst the buildings here. So this may be the first time I don't get all the objects collected. I suppose I haven't really gone along this edge. There's one. Anything else? So maybe it's, hopefully the other one's here somewhere, because I'm also running out of time. Well, if it is, it's not obvious. Ooh. Well, that I can use the trimmer for. Because that was my thought, is that I could probably get pretty close with the trimmer. Or the strimmer. I can hear it ticking away. I've never gotten this close. Oh boy. Well, I'm not going to make it. Alright, well. Ah, there it is. Crazy. Alright. Nice and quiet. Wow, that is weird. Oh, welcome to the camera. So love the camera. Alright, so yeah, I have a electric mower too. Not a mower, well, yeah, it's a walk-behind mower though. And yeah, once the blade's running, like, yeah, it's loud because it's still the whirring of the blade is the best I can tell. But this is crazy about how long this may go. Because, I mean, my deck width is too big, it says, but this is going to be an interesting mowing operation, I'll tell you that. That's for sure. I think I'm going to end up hitting things more than I would like. I'll tell you that. It's going to be a bit of a challenge. I mean, here with the... Whoops. Oh, my goodness. Here with the wonderful bushes, I should be able to be a little closer to the edge. But when I get up here, I think we're going to be getting near... Actually, yeah, this isn't too bad here. It's just up front at the other area. Okay, so there's some flowers here. So let's just try to be careful. So, see what we can do there. Golly. So, 1.5. But just trying to get these edges done. Alright, so I can get here. But the real question will be, like, how close am I going to be able to get other places? It's actually not too bad back here, other than I can't see anything. Goodness. Come on. Alright, yeah. The thing I just do not enjoy about this game is the camera challenges. It is definitely... I think someone made a suggestion, but it's been so long since I've played and seen the suggestion that I don't recall what it was. I think they talked about reverting the motion so that it goes the same direction, because it is almost kind of reversed. I mean, yeah, the zero turn certainly helps compared to what I've had on the others. You know, and I don't know that this is a full zero turn, but it's pretty close. So, yeah, I'm just trying to make progress through the game, seeing what it's like. I'm still kind of trying to figure out what might make sense to show, because I'm worried again. I'm only 3% done, and, you know, I think I'm 10 minutes in at this point. You know, some of that was obviously running around, so it's not 10 minutes of mowing, but either way, it's you know, it's episode length. Alright, so we've made it around. Let's see, if I go this way, and then come along the building. So I think that was the the hardest part of the location. My goodness. Yeah, this is going to take a long time. So that's kind of my point, is there's going to be a lot of time taken here to get this done. So I'm going to have to just keep working at that. Come around with a trimmer, I'm sure. Just still trying to figure out what like the best way to do this is. So I'm sure the camper people are thrilled with me being out here mowing and whatever, but it's got to get done. I'm not going to do it in the middle of the night. Ay, ay, ay. The blade conditions already in pretty bad shape here. Alright, so I think I'm going to get this part done, because I think this is just like a floating island. Because this at least will allow me to make some quick progress. Now, I say that, and I'm probably still not even going to get to 10% after all this. I'm not sure if turning the blade off helps. I would think it does. If I'm not spinning around on the rocks and so forth, you would think. Ah, I missed some there. So, there's speed. But then, like, this is also a challenging game to be able to tell, like, have you done it? Now, again, I've got the, you know, where I can take a peek at things to see what it all looks like. All right. That's the other thing, is if I can use the cruise, that will help too. And at least this isn't an overgrown lawn, so it should be in better shape. I'm not kind of getting stuck or anything. Whoa! That took off. Wow. I think it took off just because I had the cruise on, but wow. That was a bit much. Whoops, I need to turn on the blade. Yeah, it's just a smaller deck would just be really challenging. Oh, I had the cruise on again. So hitting the brake doesn't disengage the cruise on a lawnmower, just so you know. So I'm gonna... You have to actually hit the button again. Of course, now I didn't turn off my, whatchamacallit, my... Oh boy. I'm trying to move the camera around, and again, it's just flying off. Oh, I should be at 10% like I thought, so... Now, what I was saying is I did not get the blade. I'm not turning the blade off very well, so if it is getting damaged more on the road, that's not going to help any. I mean, it's not saying anything, so maybe it isn't. There we go, 10.5%. Now, I'm trying to remember. I'm going to have to take a peek and see where I can tell if I've got grass that's not cut, because I do want to check this so I don't have to come back. Alright, so I think I'm going to keep working on this. It's supposed to be the control key, but it's not showing me anything, so I'll have to figure this all out, but maybe I have to get further along, because, like, I've never looked at this now. It's possible, like, obviously I've got so much grass to get cut, it might be like, yeah, I'm not showing you anything, because that's way too much. But I'm going to keep mowing along here, and obviously I'll be back to show you what the end result is. You know, and maybe I'll include a little bit of coverage in between, just so you can enjoy some more lawn mowing, either as a time lapse or otherwise, but I will see you in a bit. Alright, I am back. So, a couple things. Well, you can see I got to get to 99%. So, I was able to find a setting that basically lets you toggle the trimmer on and off. I also have the control thing working, which I think is simply because it works with the trimmer. I don't think it works with the, I don't think it works just on its own. I also have set sprint all the time, so I don't have to hold the key down to run around, because there's really not a time I want to go slowly. But I also found an invert y-axis when on the mower, but that doesn't seem to do anything different for the camera. So if it does something, it's not camera related, and so I turned it back off. So everything else I was able to change. You can see now I've gone from 98.2 to 98.3. You know, there's always these large pieces between the poles, so this is not an unexpected amount of work here. It's just how to get to it, so forth. So, yeah, so see that one's okay, but we've got all of this here. So I'm getting there, but as you can see, 104 minutes. So it takes a bit of time here, but I will keep going, and I will be back when we're ready to pay, because I also want to see what happens with Evie and how her job went and how all that comes together in our organization, because we obviously have to pay her. So I think the $800 or £800 was the net after she was paid. So that was kind of the profit on that, versus here obviously I take it all, but I'm also not getting paid because I'm the owner. So I will see you in a bit. Alright, so I made it. There was a segment up here that I probably could have saved myself maybe most of the trimming, because I only had about 0.5% to go. I probably could have at least gotten myself half the trimming that I could have avoided, but oh well. Found it a little bit too late. So at this point, we are ready to go. So there is the campsite. But yeah, I went around all the buildings. I was around the last one with the bike. I didn't quite get all the way around. So I know I hit at least 2 flowers. I'm thinking I honestly hit 3. So we didn't get the ground check bonus. We did get some earnings, so, and then vehicle maintenance, and then collisions. So I definitely had some collisions. So I'm going to have to make sure I get all my equipment repaired when I get back. So the other thing is, this is contract 1 of 2. So it looks like if I go next, this is then the one that my worker did. And so once again, 840, plus we get the experience, which is really the important part too, because there's the value there. It doesn't actually show their information as far as their wages, but you can see it's Evie Wilson, and again, she's proficient. So we hired someone pretty good. She had some collisions. She also destroyed about the same number of flowers, so can't really hold it against her. She kind of did everything I did. Alright, so established. We earned the company RP title of established. So, established rank 1, and we're actually really close to established rank 2. We've unlocked Orchard Cottage, Garden, General Cut. Ooh, Crossley Riding School. That's cool. So, a lot of Rowley Manor, a lot of Hilltop House. These sound fancy, I'll tell you that. Okay, there's a campsite again. Alright, so here we are. 7,273 pounds. Now again, so this is her earnings. Those are the maintenance costs. She's earned some stuff for proficient, but she's 350 a week. So again, I want to definitely keep her working. Alright, so I want to do maintenance, do full repair, just repair everything, and fill it. So that's Evie's machine. So you can see that one, that's the one I've been using for a while. 5.5 hours, 8 contracts completed. So, you know, it's earned $3,000, almost 4,000 pounds, I'm sorry, against a vehicle value of 2,300. I forget what we paid for it. It was more than that. Alright, we'll repair that. The engine doesn't seem to need to be repaired. And we've got some fuel. So here the value is 7,200. You know, we just got one contract, so we've got several jobs we'd have to do, which makes sense. I mean, if you're suddenly making money, that would be a little weird. Alright, so we want to recharge the ego. And then, okay, they all need charge, so that costs us a little bit. So the active loans, total outstanding, so we've done 1 weekly repayment. But I think we made enough between everything that I think we're in good shape. But you can see we've got such a long way to go to get to anything. So we're in the red wall building. We have 2 bays, so this is all we can do for a while at this point. We don't have the ability to have more than 2 vehicles. So this is Lawn Demons for a bit. But hopefully you've enjoyed that run that we had. And again, now I've got 2 of us working, so that is exceptionally good. It's interesting, not only do I have the weekly salary expense, but we're spending 300 pounds for the monthly headquarters maintenance as well. But that's monthly. Given that the game moves per day, I think we're okay, and that's also going to be interesting because at this point, like, I've paid her, but I think this was her first day as an employee. We employed her at the end of the last episode, but then didn't send her out anywhere. So I think we pay her, and then I would assume the remainder of the week here, we're not paying salary every time she goes out. But that remains to be seen. We'll see how this all plays out. But thanks for following along. If you haven't liked the video, I'd appreciate it if you would do that. And if you've not yet become a subscriber, I would be very grateful if you would do that as well. Working hard to get to 1,000 subscribers and beyond. But really close at this point, but within about 60 subscribers, so I don't need that many. It feels like I can reach out and touch it, but it also now feels like it's moving excruciatingly slow. So any help with that would be great. With all that, I'm going to head on out, and I will see you next time.